Welcome to Pack Talk Podcast, episode 113, the final episode of our dog breed origin series. It's been 4 episodes, a lot of dog breeds. We haven't even covered them all. And we did get some feedback on the last podcast where we were just down to business. We got feedback. We were down to business. It
was probably because we were missing somebody.
We were missing Aaron. Aaron's back from vacation.
Yeah.
So, Aaron, how was your vacation? Because the last podcast we got feedback that we didn't have enough jokes or small talk.
It was too serious.
It was too serious, all business.
Aaron must be the life of the party.
And so, yeah.
That was just my feedback.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Aaron,
She was the feedback.
So, Aaron, how was vacation?
It was good. Need a vacation from vacation, though. You know, after a certain amount of time.
Vacation from vacation is just work.
Exactly.
Well,
Okay.
let's just say before Aaron went on vacation, she told me, I really need this vacation.
Okay, that is not what I
You
said.
did say that. You did. And then when she got back from vacation, she was like, that was too long of a vacation.
Yeah.
So
That was
make up
long.
your mind, Aaron.
I haven't found the sweet spot, you know.
Yeah.
Chad says 4
4
days. Chris says a week,
Yeah.
you know.
7
so,
days.
long.
I'm like a
Weeks
6
too
to
long.
7 day guy.
Weeks
Yeah.
too long. No.
So I got to figure out
Factoring
the
travel
sweet
in.
spot.
Yeah,
I've
4
done a
days
4
factoring
day.
travel.
That's like 1 day of vacation.
1 day of travel, 2 days of vacation, 1 day of travel.
I did the 4 day, and that wasn't enough
Mm.
because we were driving. So the driving takes
Yeah.
up a whole day
Right.
if you think about round trip. So that's really 3 days of vacation.
Right.
So maybe an actual 4-day vacation would be nice.
Yeah.
Depends on the means of travel, in my opinion.
Driving, I ain't driving more than 6 hours for vacation.
I mean, that's
the
reasonable.
limitation.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's definitely
A
reasonable.
cruise out of Charleston.
That's a
45
good
minute
vacation.
drive.
Yeah.
Then you're basically your travel day is also your vacation day.
Exactly. So
Right.
that's what I'm saying. A convenient cruise out of Charleston, a 4 or 5 day cruise.
Well, they're about to shut the port
They're
down, so
shutting
you
it down,
better
so-
you better get on it by the end of the
Oh,
year.
Go
okay.
to Cape
Then you're done.
Canaveral.
Forget
Is that Cape
Cape
Carnival or whatever in Florida.
I don't. Yeah. Where,
Cape
Fort Lauderdale.
Canaveral.
That's
Cape
all-
Canaveral.
Cape Canaveral. Is that what it is?
That's where
That's
the
the
space
closest
station
port?
is.
Yeah, 6 hours.
Yeah.
Orlando-ish,
6 hours drive.
right? Orlando area.
Then forget it.
Basically, you go from Orlando, you head east to the coast. Boom, that's where all the cruise ships are.
But they have better ships, though. Definitely.
Oh yeah,
Better ships than out of
Oh, yeah,
Charleston.
for sure.
The issue is I
sure.
turn into a different person in the airport. I turn into, like, the Aaron you see is not
Vacation
the
Aaron?
Aaron at the
Oh.
airport.
Oh,
No.
she's mean.
No,
Oh,
I'm
mean.
down to
Mean.
business.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm like, we need to get there 2 hours, whether it's busy or not.
she's
Oh,
bucking
gosh.
up at the TSA people. Don't
Okay.
touch me.
I know. I'm like, I'm just a shadow of a person. Like,
Her soul leaves her body.
I
she's
just
not
want.
happy. She's
I wanna
supposed to be on vacation. She's not happy.
I want, and you think so? Our vacation was flight to Maryland, then 3 days flight to Houston, then 4 days, then flight to Florida.
That's
So
too much.
3
That's
flights.
way too much.
And then I ended up. I was like, I can't do this again. We canceled the flight from Florida to Charleston. We just drove.
You did?
Yeah.
Really?
What?
We got a one-way rental.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
What?
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
This is new
This
information.
is new
One,
information.
it was significantly cheaper, $83
Yeah.
to do a one-way rental, and my flight from Florida to Charleston had me going to BWI, which is where I started the trip,
Oh my god.
and then to Charleston, which was 8 hours worth of flying.
I
Oh,
hate airports.
So I was like,
hate flying.
it was the same amount of time to drive, and I was like, we're driving. So we got some flight credits back
nice.
that we know we'll use because we take vacations.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I was
Yeah.
definitely over it.
Stick to cruises. I'll stick to the cruises.
I don't blame you there.
Holy cow.
I
I'll
just
be down in Orlando for most of my vacations. Universal Studios,
Yeah.
Disney World.
You're going to.
cruises.
You're going somewhere.
I'm going to Hawaii.
Yeah.
You know, I
That's-
didn't get a vote in that one. That was forced upon
That's
me.
true.
It was like Hawaii or,
That's
harsh
it.
punishment.
That was it.
Right.
Hawaii.
Right.
Period. End of discussion.
How long
No
is that
choice.
flight?
Too long. Too long.
You don't even know.
But you know what? I got my Nintendo Switch now, so I can be playing with the girls, playing with the kids, Nintendo Switch while we're flying.
Wow.
But usually when I'm on an airplane, I'm just sleeping.
I can't sleep.
So
I
But
hate
now-
flying. I'm scared of flying, honestly.
now that they have the doors flying off the airplanes, I guess you got
What?
to be on your toes.
What are you talking about?
You haven't heard about that?
No.
There's a Boeing.
I'm already scared of flying.
Are you serious?
Now you're telling me doors are fucking flying
There's
off?
a Boeing flight. This was months ago. It was flying. The door flew off in mid-flight, so they're open to the air.
What?
Yes.
Could you
You
imagine?
didn't know about this?
No.
dude? It's
Can't
been a
that,
big
like,
deal.
if you're, like, walking, wouldn't that, like, suction you out
Yeah.
out the
Oh,
door?
yeah. Oh yeah. So you got to be strapped.
you imagine?
I saw that on Lost.
Like-
and then they had to do emergency landing. You know.
There's people that, like, when they get on the airplane, they think they're slick, and they, like, buckle their seatbelt and then unbuckle it just to get
I don't
comfortable.
play no games.
Could you imagine being one of those people?
Yeah.
And then that door comes off, and
Yeah.
you're just,
And
Yeah.
you're at that row where the door is, and you're sucked out.
You're the flight stewardess that does the little orientation thing. You're like, told ya.
yeah. Well,
But
we
that
had
did happen.
we had a situation on our first flight where
Door flew off.
No.
it was merely I had a situation.
No.
Pooped
As
in
I've
the-
In
gotten
her head.
Pooped in the airplane.
no,
Oh.
I've gotten older. Well, obviously, and but
You haven't gotten younger.
and I have over the years developed really, really bad like height anxiety and like vertigo. And so I haven't flown and been in a window seat in a while. But basically, Jake and I were trying to do tactics on the first flight of getting the whole row to ourselves. So we do have a tactic where, don't shake your head, where Jake sits in the aisle, I sit at the window, and then eventually I move over to the middle. But Jake pretends he's asleep. And that
What the heck?
that keeps someone from wanting to wake him up.
Well, you guys, what the heck?
This is too much.
No.
You want a better tactic? All right. You know the little bar that's like all airports have a bar. You just get shit-faced hammered.
Oh.
Boom.
Well,
Fear of heights
again,
gone.
I'm not
You're
a
so
person in the
wasted.
airports. I'm down to business. So I'm like, we
Right.
get through TSA.
Right.
You cannot stop for the coffee. We have to get to our gate, and we
wow.
sit there. No?
I do like a good airport meal.
Oh, no, they're
Yeah.
so
So you can take
overpriced.
a massive dump on the plane. Yeah. I've done that.
Sit down, get a burger, get a pizza, airport shit.
No, they're
food.
not good. And it's
Well-
like, next thing you know, you're paying $17 for a burger.
You are.
That's true.
You
It's
are.
crazy
It's about the
overpriced.
experience, though.
Yeah.
It's not a good one.
You're at the table right next to where all the people are walking back and forth.
No.
You know.
So anyways,
We've
we're
already
trying
lost the listeners.
We're trying to deter people from sitting near us. So Jake is pretending to be asleep. I am shuffling back and forth, looking all anxious between middle and window
So
seat.
just like with dogs, you want
Yeah,
to
yeah.
reduce anxiety.
She's
Erin's
panting,
here, increasing her anxiety.
And so, lo and behold, it didn't work.
Yeah.
And this woman, can I sit there? She taps on Jake's shoulder.
She said,
Oh,
"Oh, you're
yeah.
sleeping. No problem."
Oh yeah.
Can I sit
Excuse
there?
me, sir.
And
She saw Jake. She said, "I want to sit next to him."
So I basically, she had no idea
Yeah,
that
he's a
we were
good-looking
even.
guy, if
She had
y'all
no
didn't
idea
know.
we
Yeah.
were even together. So I was caught at the window seat. So I
Now anxiety heightened.
Yeah.
So I shut the window, and then so she sits down. Jake and I aren't speaking to each other, so she
course
has
not.
no
Jake's sleeping
idea
now.
that we're even
She's
with
in
each
between
other.
you?
And so,
Oh, I'd have been making that real weird for her.
well, he did. So basically, we're going to take off, and then like she asked me to raise the window.
Ooh,
She wanted to see.
gotcha.
And so this is like everything just working against my plan. And
You
so
gotta learn to be a little rude.
so I turn it, put the window up. Jake reaches across the lady and taps on my leg.
Nice, good move, Jake. Good move.
she,
In a
you-
sensual manner.
The look, no. She,
That's where I'd be going.
Right.
You know, like me and Kelly would be making out across this lady.
it was my, it,
you know,
it was,
she's gonna regret getting in between me and Kelly.
it was my iPad connected to his headphones, so he needed me to, he was like,
Oh, he heard what you were doing on your iPad.
And so she's like, oh, and she goes, are you guys together?
Oh.
And I was
shoot.
like, yes. And she was like, well, do you want to sit in the middle? And at that point, I was already all situated. I was like, no.
Yeah.
And so,
Oh.
anyways,
shoot.
we go to take off, and I look out the window, and I realize my vertigo applies now to planes. And I literally thought I was going to pass out.
So you can't do roller coasters anymore.
I haven't tested that, but
I haven't done one of
that
those
would
in
be
a
so
while.
depressing. We're going to find out, though.
Yeah.
As time goes on, your body changes.
Yeah.
You know, back when you're a teenager, you can ride roller coasters nonstop.
Oh, I'm riding.
Bro,
in
I
your
can't do a
30s.
pull behind on a boat.
What?
I can't do a pull behind float on a boat.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I did it recently. I'm like, oh man, I'm getting
Well,
sick.
you're way older.
Yeah.
You're way older than
I mean, you see all the
actually
gray
are.
hair? See the gray hair I got?
No, the day I can't do roller coasters is a sad day.
Well,
I
let's
think I'll
bring
be
this
fine.
back to the actual
Sorry.
podcast here. So
What's
hopefully
the
You asked.
timestamp? Will you tell people to? All right, fast forward to 10.
hopefully the feedback from the last podcast, we alleviated that by having some small talk, jokey time.
Ben was not
Okay.
happy about that feedback.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben's down for whatever. But there was one point of the story I forgot I was going to bring up, but I forgot. So anyway, back to the original start of that, there was a door that flew off of an airplane. So you never know what could happen to you.
Always
you
be
could get
prepared.
sucked out of an airplane and die.
Always be
Okay?
prepared.
But what was weird was when I was in the Navy, a couple times I'd be in a helicopter, and we'd go super high, and then there's no doors. And then they'd do like a turn, and we're flying like sideways. I'm strapped in.
Nah.
I'm like, holy
Nope.
shit.
Nope.
You look down, it's like way
Yeah.
down
Nah.
there, you
No.
know?
Wow.
That
Definitely
shit's
not
crazy.
even. A helicopter's even scarier.
Right.
People
Right.
jump from them.
Yeah, shit's crazy.
No.
No.
Anyway,
I like the ground.
today we're talking about the toy group and the non-sporting group, our last dog breed origin podcast. And we're starting off with Chris with the
yeah.
Brussels Griffon.
Oh, I didn't know I was first.
Yeah, you're first.
Brussels Griffon. Here we go. Although there is no complete record of the breeds crossed and recrossed with this early little terrier to create today's Brussels Griffon, it is accepted by the American Brussels Griffon Association that the pug, obviously if you looked at it, you'd see that, the pug and the English toy spaniel were of the strongest influence in creating the Brussels Griffon we know today. The Brussels Griffon was known in its present form on the European continent by 1870. This now flat-faced, cobby little dog, having moved from the stables to the ladies' sitting rooms, became quite the rage among the wealthy and a favorite of artists in the early 1870s. This will probably be a common theme in this toy group. You know, these dogs are bred to be a little bit smaller. The ladies of the day
Sit in the laps.
like to have them in their laps, in their purses, you know, purse dogs, that kind of stuff.
Still do.
I don't know. I don't know if we've actually done a Brussels
I've
Griffon.
done one before.
Have you?
Long time ago.
Good looking dog. I mean,
But
looks
because
like
a lot of
looks
these
like
toy dogs, because they're so small, people just deal with their behavioral
Right,
problems, so they
right.
don't send a lot of them to training.
Right.
'cause
Well,
they're
you
so
just pick them
small.
up.
Right.
You know, and that
Pick 'em
solves
up.
all the problem.
Can't walk? Pick them up.
Yeah, exactly.
Barking, pick it up.
Exactly. It barks more,
biting
just
people, pick them up.
put it into your bag.
Problem solved.
It looks kind of like a jacked pug.
Yeah.
Like if a pug was like an athlete, this
Well,
would
the
be.
picture on this page here in the book has one with cropped ears.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
interesting.
That is interesting. The one
I
on
like
the next page looks nothing like the one on the first page. It's
I
like
like
a longer coat.
The frown. The natural frown. It
Yeah, the
has.
one I trained was like this one with the longer
Oh, was
coat.
it?
Yep.
An ideal owner for the Brussels Griffon is someone who places a high priority on companionship and the safety of the dog. So, you know, purse dog, companionship, you're good to go. This breed generally has a lengthy life. All right, doesn't tell us exactly what we're looking at, but a lot of these smaller breeds live for a very long time. A stronger terrier influence in some bloodlines may limit a puppy from being suitable for a young child or the aged, elderly. I don't know. This is a very clever breed that thrives in an environment of interaction and training, as do all dogs. If left to their own devices, Griffons can become destructive from boredom. I mean, yeah, you look at that face.
You
Look at
still
that
got to get
face.
your daily mental, physical exercise in.
Yeah.
No matter
yeah.
the breed.
I
no
mean,
matter
these
the
little
size.
dogs, they need to get after it too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but
These are usually less than 12 pounds, so that's
Little.
pretty small.
tiny. How
12
much?
pounds is like the, it's actually like less than a gallon of milk, right?
What?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Less
I,
than a
don't,
gallon.
I haven't bought a gallon
A
of milk. in
gallon
a
of
while.
milk weighs more than 12 pounds is
Yes.
what you're saying?
Yes.
No, I
For
don't
sure.
think so. You think so?
Yeah,
I don't
for
know.
sure. For sure.
We'll have to do some fact
Do the
checking on that.
calculation.
I like this. The last picture.
Nope.
You see this picture of this? He's doing a jump with a dumbbell in its mouth.
Oh, yeah.
The black one.
What?
He can do agility.
Oh yeah.
He looks like a little Rottweiler.
Getting yeah,
Looks
he
like a
does.
little Rottweiler,
Getting
black
after
and
it.
tan with the agility stuff going
Getting
on.
Oh,
after
that's
it.
cute.
All right, moving on. We got the Chihuahua with Aaron. A lot of these out there.
Uh-huh.
A lot of these out there.
Oh, I like me a good
All
Chihuahua.
right, so images of this ancient breed have been found in many parts of the world at different times. In the Americas, however, that today's modern Chihuahua is thought to have originated. It is in the Americas, sorry.
Mm.
Don't come
Don't
at me.
attack Aaron.
Don't come at me.
Calm down.
The tall tank in Mexico had a breed called the Tachichi.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I'm reading it with you. I'm reading it with you to make sure our facts are straight.
I mean, listen, I'm shaking in my boots.
For the listener
Listen.
who doesn't know,
Look, if you see me like
for the
this,
listener who doesn't know, Aaron's the reels with Aaron reading dog information. She gets a lot of comments about
yeah.
her dates being wrong.
Listen, I'm
and
not
facts.
perfect.
We're just reading the information here.
I'm not perfect.
Okay. Everybody, calm down.
Don't worry, I started reading
get your
more in
facts
my
straight.
spare time. Well,
Well,
Hey,
yeah, that's okay.
Listen.
You know, we're also dog trainers. We're not grammar experts.
yeah,
here, okay?
and I mean, if you listen, to I was a teacher, but not a reading teacher.
Yeah, she was a
Okay.
PE teacher.
Hey.
So not a lot of reading going on.
And
over
health. Come on.
All right, moving on here
Sorry.
with the Chihuahua.
Okay.
Oh.
When the Aztecs conquered the Toltec in the 12th century, they brought with them a small hairless breed. Some scholars theorize that the modern Chihuahua is a product of the crossbreeding of these two early breeds.
Now, the real question is, why do the Aztecs have a small hairless dog?
Hey.
Yo, check it. This goes back to this other conversation in the corgis, right? Viking warrior holding the corgi. Now I'm envisioning this Aztec lion warrior. Got a little.
Who was more savage?
Double fisting some Chihuahuas.
Who was more savage, an Aztec or a Viking?
Oh, by far the Vikings.
Think so?
Well, I don't know. I mean, savage.
Aztecs are a mysterious. What do you call it? Species?
Yeah. Well, I'm talking. I guess my
Culture?
my immediate goes like, hey, one on one. Who's winning that battle? I think I'm gonna give it to the Viking.
Well, I don't know. The Aztecs are guerrilla warfare. They're in the jungle. You know, they're not like Vikings are head-on type of warriors.
Yeah.
right?
I mean, you
rape
gotta,
and pillage type
yeah.
people.
Yeah, but you
Aztecs are like, we're coming at you. We got our blow darts. We're behind a tree in the
That's
bush
true.
with the ghillie suit on.
They're a little snaky.
Right.
Little
They ain't
snaky.
coming at you head on.
One thing I
They
do
had
know.
some.
And
They
they're
had some head-on
camouflaged.
troops though. They had some
They had
armies.
some, but I'm talking about the blow dart guys
Yeah.
with the poison tips.
They're going to let us know.
I mean, I'm talking.
The people will let us
Viking
know.
berserker versus Aztec warrior.
Right.
That'd be a good match.
That'd be a good one. But
And then
they got
and then side by side, the corgi and the Chihuahuas are
Corgi's
teaming up.
definitely. Well, I don't know. Chihuahua's pretty.
Chihuahuas are
I don't know.
feisty.
So the Chihuahua's history in the U.S.
us back, Aaron.
began in the mid-1800s. I read that correctly. With the
That's
importation.
in the U.S.
Yes. With the importation of dogs from Mexico, many from the state of Chihuahua, hence the breed name. So,
the Mexico has a state of Chihuahua
yeah.
still to this day.
That's where they came from.
Don't
Gotta
quote
look
me
it
on
up.
it. Quote
Gotta
the
look it
book.
up.
I've been there.
No, don't quote me. In the late 1800s, the first Chihuahua was exhibited at a dog show in Philadelphia. The AKC recognized the breed in 1904. Okay. In 1952, the AKC recognized the long coat Chihuahua. So there's two types.
You got two types: long coat, short coat.
Yep. Chihuahua is a companion dog with his terrier-like temperament, swiftness of movement, alertness, and intelligence. He makes an adoring addition to any household. His small size and relative hardiness shows him to do well in both city and rural environments. All right, so the puppy should be outgoing and friendly, you know, if you're looking for that. Basically,
they're outgoing, all
selecting, selecting a dog that's going to fit just across the board,
Yeah.
you know, your situation, your family, and stuff like that. Obviously, with the long coats, we're talking about grooming, so taking that into consideration across the board, you know. All toy breeds need special attention to their dental hygiene. They noted that in here, but I think that's
Dental
across
hygiene
the board.
important for humans.
I was gonna say.
and dogs.
Debatable.
yeah.
Debatable.
Just got
Very important.
just did my
Actually
checkup.
linked to your length of life and diseases and onset of problems later on in life. But anyway, continue.
Yes. The Chihuahua
Debatable.
is highly intelligent. Obedience training done by Canine Revolution Dog Training should not
100%
only be
with the Chihuahua.
considered, but done to ensure they become a well-behaved companion.
So Lauren's family had a Chihuahua growing up, and that thing would attack snakes.
Dang.
They lived out in the country.
Good God.
And it ended up with one eye because a snake got it in the eye.
Dang.
And they took it to Dr. Timmerman, who we interviewed on the podcast because all the other vets didn't know what to do. And he was like, yeah, I'll take care of it tomorrow. Bring him in. Brought him in. Eye out.
Just took his eye out.
Yeah, Chihuahua lived a great
Eye
life.
patch. One
Yeah.
eye.
I'll take
Just
care of
one
it.
Yeah.
Keep-
The
Yeah,
one-eye
Dr.
snake
Timmerman
slayer.
getting stuff done, you know?
One-eye snake slayer, man.
So
Dude.
Chihuahuas, don't underestate them.
Oh, heck no.
You got,
we've
you got
done
a
a lot
big
of
dog in a
Chihuahuas.
small package,
Yeah.
you know?
Y'all remember Nacho?
Oh, yeah.
Nacho, you
Oh,
get within
yeah.
5 feet of him, you better be ready to dance. He's coming at you. Good dog, though. Good
Chihuahuas
dog.
usually have that get after it
Yeah.
mentality. They'll
Yeah.
get you.
Yeah.
They'll get you. They love to bark.
Yeah.
They love to run
Well,
around
'cause
and
they
chase
can.
it. Yep.
Yeah.
If they're doing these behaviors, what's most likely happening is that person's like, oh, let's go get my ankles.
Or
The
they pick
owner
'em up.
picks it up.
Right,
Yep.
And that dog's like,
reinforcing.
oh,
they
yeah,
love
I
it.
just
yes.
did the right
Thank
thing.
you.
Because
Yeah.
it's a small dog, it's not a problem.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not a problem.
Not an issue.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I've been bit by some Chihuahuas that did some damage now.
Oh, yeah, they hurt.
They hurt them
They
little
hurt when
finger
they
bites,
bite,
you know?
yeah.
No,
Oh, yeah.
it's not a problem in the owner's eyes.
Right.
Yeah,
But
right,
we
right,
know
right.
it's a problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, and they.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Taco Bell. Yo,
Former.
Taco Bell.
Oh,
Now I'm
yeah.
the Taco Bell mascot.
Wow.
Moving on
Is
here,
it
we got the
former? Did they cancel
Maltese.
that or something? Or? Wow.
The Maltese is a very old breed of no doubt. It has been known by a variety of names. It is now simply the Maltese. Historians agree that the breed is native to the Mediterranean area. Because Maltese were so prized, they were often sold and traded, thus making their way around the world. So they were a prized possession in the Mediterranean area, sold and traded around the world. The Greeks and Romans seem particularly enthralled by the Maltese because there are so many stories, paintings, and ceramic art depicting the breed. So the interesting thing is these ancient civilizations, they love these small breeds. We got the Vikings with the Corgis, but we know that the Corgis were herding their cattle and doing like work stuff for them. But then you got the, which one was it with the Aztecs? The Chihuahua?
Yeah.
Chihuahua with the Aztecs. That
I mean, that
really
just
make
shows how
sense.
long dogs have been human companions.
Right, but then you got the Maltese. Greeks and Romans had their Maltese, and this is a tiny dog, not really doing much for them.
So now we're talking
Companionship.
Spartan warrior holding the Maltese. You know what I'm saying? He's in his loincloth.
Oh,
He's got
yeah.
his red cape, his shield,
yeah.
bringing the Maltese to battle.
Oh yeah,
That's his companion.
tucks the Maltese into
Yeah.
the loincloth
Yeah.
to hold
Yep.
it, as he fights. By the Middle Ages, Maltese were being imported through trade to European royalty. They were primarily sought for the pleasure and amusement of women. So the main thing is the women.
Pleasure.
The
loved
ladies like him.
them. The
What?
ladies love them.
What'd you say, Aaron?
The pleasure and amusement of women.
Yeah.
That's what they were
Weird.
for. The emphasis of smallness was important so that the woman could carry them in their bosoms, sleeves, or arms.
Bosoms?
We know what a bosom is.
Is that like
Yeah, right.
You put 'em in
right,
your
right
cleavage?
between your,
Yeah.
pitties.
Knockers.
Your pitties.
Yeah.
Nice pitties.
Are we
Just-
serious?
Don't
Yeah.
don't forget.
this
we
little
got
Maltese pops out? Boop.
you know what we could do? We could do a secondary nice pitty shirt with the Maltese in the middle.
Oh, nice.
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Aaron shot it
Next.
down.
Because we
Aaron
have
shot
the
it down.
original nice pitty shirt on the Amazon Canine
Yeah.
Revolution
It's
apparel.
perfect as it is.
It's got the pitties.
Maybe we should do a new pity
chest.
themed, shirt every year.
nice pitties.
We're
Yeah.
getting off topic.
Nice pitties.
Okay.
All right, continuing on. Descriptions varied from the size of squirrels to not larger than the common ferret. Maltese were among some of the early breeds to be exhibited at English dog shows and came to America in 1888, around that time. Okay. The original and to this day sole purpose of the Maltese is to be a companion. So if you want a dog that you want to sit around with, lay on the couch with, put in your bosom, this is the dog for that.
You want that
Okay?
good old bosom dog.
This small toy dog weighs between 4 and 6 pounds and is covered with a mantle of white, silky, straight hair. Which
Looks
means
really
You're
soft.
going to have to brush it and groom it, so that is something you're going to have to do. They do love to play, run, jump, go for walks. Again, like any dog. Obviously, they have hair. You're going to have to groom them, but apparently they don't shed.
Oh, that's a plus.
So a person who is allergic to dog hair, right? This might be a good dog
or
for
you
you.
just don't want
Hyperallergenic.
tons of dog hair in your house,
Right, exactly.
like I have.
The Maltese is a great pet for people living in small spaces, such as apartments, this type of situation. Okay, but again, like any dog, you are going to need your daily mental, physical exercise, daily mental and physical exercise with it. But great dog to lay around with. We've trained a couple.
Yeah.
We've trained a handful of. Because, these can get out of hand.
Yeah.
You keep them cooped up. You keep them in your bosom all day. You're not doing your mental, physical exercise. They can get a little wild.
Next time I get a Maltese, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
In training.
Me too.
I'll
Yeah.
just have it. Ben will show up for update videos.
I'm just not going to train
walking
it.
out
I'm
of
just
the
going to
kennel
keep it in
room.
my bosom.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's part of training
Yeah,
for this
right,
stuff.
right.
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 How to ride.
Yeah.
How to ride around.
Ride around.
Tolerate the bosom.
All right, good to go.
Yep.
I don't remember who the apprentice was, but we did maybe it was Chris. consultation for a Maltese. The lady was foreign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You ended up training
Yeah,
that dog?
yeah.
Oh,
That dog was
I
good to
remember
go.
going into that apartment. I was on the floor. The dog's like running around,
Well,
barking
the
and stuff.
funny thing is, because in that time we were doing a lot of bite work, right? So we were using back tie stuff. So she basically had this dog
Oh, yeah.
doing bite work. It's back tied to her coffee table, and it's lunging at us. But it was
All I
good to
remember
go.
is Chris was doing the consultation
What was that
because this
dog's
was
name?
a consultation that he was getting assessed on.
Yeah.
And I just lay on the
so
floor
you
with
just
this
cut
dog.
him off?
I just lay on
Yeah.
the floor with the
Oh,
dog.
okay.
No,
You
he-
let
he
him do
passed
it.
He
You
passed
let him do
I
it. Got
passed.
it.
I passed and trained the dog.
And trained the dog.
Tootsie.
so.
That was her name.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Tootsie.
yeah.
She was like a little Tootsie Roll.
I only
Oh, yeah.
remember the Tootsie.
All right, moving on here. We got the Pomeranian with Chris.
Oh, yeah. Some pom-pom action, baby. We like the pom-poms.
Mm-hmm.
In the early days, Pomeranians were often seen riding alongside their masters on the boats of the local traders. They served as guard dogs on the boats and
Oh.
companions to the crew. Companion, there
I
it
mean,
is.
this
Yeah.
can be a good guard dog.
Dude,
Good guard dog.
can confirm, right?
You know, I got Chanel staying with me right now. She's a Pomeranian.
Yeah. She can
You
get
walk
after
up-
it.
You walk up to the house, she don't know you.
Mm-hmm. She'll get you.
know. Oh, yeah.
Back at their homesteads, they were used as herders, cart pullers, and protectors of their families. I'm
Bro.
like, what size cart are they pulling?
Cart pulling?
Like little miniature orange carts or something?
Yeah,
Like a
you
baby
get,
wagon?
You get like 20 of them.
Yeah, oh,
you
yeah.
link them together.
Yeah.
Now you're pulling a big
Yeah,
How are
pulling
you-
pulling the stroller around the
The heck?
farm.
I mean, a Pomeranian is a utility dog.
Yeah.
I don't even know why it's in the toy group. It should be in the working dog group.
Yeah,
know?
basically. It's just because their size.
Yeah.
I need a video.
In the 1700s, Queen Charlotte acquired a dog of 20-plus pounds. That's kind of a larger
Mm-hmm.
from the province of Pomerania,
Mm.
which was the first official entry of that type of dog into Great Britain. Queen Charlotte's granddaughter, Queen Victoria, made the breed fashionable in England in the 1880s. In 1911, the first American Pomeranian Club specialty show was held in New York City. Climate and outdoor work in their location of origin made it essential that these little dogs have harsh water and snow-resistant coats.
Oh, for sure.
Double coats provided warmth while working outside during those long winter months. Their alert temperaments and sharp voices suited them for their work as guard dogs and herders.
Well, some people say that Queen Victoria kind of formulated the Pomeranian breed because she wanted a husky that could fit in her lap.
Or bosom.
Or
Probably.
bosom.
Probably.
Or bosom.
Yeah.
I mean, a Pomeranian would be comfortable in the bosom because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got all
It's
that
fluffy.
fur. It's
Yep.
fluffy.
Mm-hmm.
I'd
It'll
be-
blend
Keeps
right
you
in.
warm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be hot and uncomfortable.
Well, not if you're in the
Not
cold
if it's cold.
regions.
Great
Okay.
Britain, yeah, it
Yeah.
gets kind of cold over
Oh,
there.
yeah.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So on the, you're in the castle, no heat or air conditioning back in the day.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You're getting a little chilly.
Yeah.
Grab your pom pom.
Get a couple
Shove it in the
palms.
bosom. Woo, nice and
Couple palms,
cozy.
you're good.
Yeah.
Or a blanket.
Well,
Palms are better
Okay.
yeah.
because they can protect you as well.
The Pomeranian today is a companion dog. Although their personalities don't reflect it, Poms are fragile in many ways. I don't know. That's debatable. I've seen them get after it.
I mean, I know some Pomeranians that have been through some shit,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
they're good.
They got that working line is not far removed. You know
Well,
what
they
I'm
can
saying?
handle some shit.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Apart from the usual puppy safeguards, a young Pom must be particularly safeguarded against being dropped, falls, and head and neck injuries. If there are children in the home, this must be considered as a possible concern for the safety of the puppy. Since these dogs are so small, their exercise needs are easily satisfied. Maybe. I've seen some of these, like maybe physically, maybe, a little walk around the block, they're fine. They move
you
their
met
little
Baxter?
legs. Baxter.
Baxter's another Pomeranian that's up at a local farm.
Mm.
Have you met Baxter?
I don't know if I've met Baxter.
Baxter. This
Gets after it.
Pomeranian, oh yeah, he'll get you, and he needs a lot of exercise.
Yeah. I mean, some of these need that mental exercise, you know
I
what
mean,
I'm saying?
Baxter bit somebody that I knew
Mhm.
on the leg and,
Yeah.
and punctured hard.
Oh, yeah. Getting
I
after
mean, had major damage.
it. Yeah.
From a Pomeranian.
Yeah.
So don't
Yeah.
test them.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know why they're at risk for being dropped in falls and injuries because they're getting picked up all the time.
Mhm.
That's
Oh, yeah.
that goes for all these.
I've
all these
seen
dogs.
Pomeranians get dropped and they're fine.
Yeah, they're fine. No factor.
Yeah.
But be careful.
Right.
Good to go.
I'm not saying to drop it.
Right.
I'm just saying I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
All right, Aaron, we got the toy poodle.
Mm-hmm. Since
I just saw the picture. I
Oh.
like it.
they're getting after it.
The picture's a poodle jumping over a hurdle.
Yeah.
And another
Ears
picture's a
flying
poodle
back.
sitting there.
Since history documents the poodle in various parts of the world, there is some doubts as to the land of its origin. I'm sure someone out there knows.
Yeah. Comment if you know.
Oh, they will.
Yeah.
You won't have to ask him.
I won't. The breed is supposed to have been originated in Germany. For years, it has been regarded as the national dog of France, where it was commonly used as a retriever and traveling trick or circus dog. In France, it was known as the caniche, which translates as duck dog. The English word poodle comes from the German Pudel or Pudlin, meaning to...
Puddle.
That's not what it says.
Poodle.
Meaning to
Poodle.
splash in the water.
It's like a strudel.
Oh, I guess I see what you're saying.
So
now.
puddle comes from the word
Poodle.
puddle.
It's
Guys, I'm
poodle.
so nervous right now. I can't think
Poodle.
outside the box like this.
Poodle and strudel.
The expression French poodle, in all probability, is a result of the dog's popularity in France. The poodle's use as a water retriever is how his unique trim, although becoming more stylized over time, developed. Portions of the poodle's coat were clipped to help facilitate movement in swimming. There is a purpose to every sculpted form. For example, the mane to protect heart and lungs, the rosettes to protect kidneys, the puffs to protect joints, and the tail to propel the dog like a rudder.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The way they groom
Yeah.
them.
Not
to do all
anymore.
that.
Not anymore. I've seen some crazy styles.
Oh yeah.
The coat is dense and curly, long enough to freeze on top and remain warm and dry near the skin in cold water. Although they are one breed, poodles come in 3 varieties or sizes: the toy, the miniature, and standard. Any color, pretty much at this point. I've even seen tri-colored poodles over time. And the poodle should have, the dark oval eyes to help in the water situation. The head is streamlined for getting through sharp marshes, for water diving, and the muzzle is long and strong to eliminate the possibility of choking or drowning. So their form definitely helps them out. The combination of intelligence, a loyal, courageous, spirited temperament, and the appearance of power and elegance has kept the poodle a popular household companion for decades. When considering obtaining a puppy, a strong, healthy dog, like across the board, should be the primary goal. The difference between a show quality and a pet quality puppy obtained from a good breeder may be so minute that only a trained eye can make a distinction. That make you proud?
What? Yeah.
Okay.
Good grammar. Yeah.
The poodle's non-shedding coat makes him a good dog for people with allergies. However, the dogs should be groomed pretty regularly. I'm sure it could get out of hand quickly.
These are working dogs.
Yeah. Yep.
They're working dogs.
Oh, yeah.
The poodle is one of the dogs that was used to help formulate the Doberman. Did you know?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But basically, very people-oriented dogs, which we have seen.
I mean, they are, and I mean, some people will argue they are the smartest dog breed. I've heard that argument many times.
Well, the
Well,
Doberman.
yeah, okay,
The
okay.
Doberman would be considered the most intelligent breed.
Well, if they use the poodle.
Well, yeah.
The
Then
poodle
they
would be
improved
that
upon
would be the
poodle.
foundational.
They improved upon the poodle.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Interesting.
But, I mean,
But the
my
Doberman
experience,
did
they
come
are
from
very
the-
intelligent dogs.
Oh, yeah.
They're very loyal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Also, though, one of the worst dog fights I've ever been involved with was a standard poodle.
With Vader?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, bad.
Poodles will get after it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That thing beelined it right off the porch.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it was attacking me, attacking Vader. It was bad.
The Doberman came from the poodle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they have that element in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But someone that Lauren knew many years ago had 2 poodles, and they were like intense guard dogs at
Yeah.
their house. Scary to be around.
Yeah.
So don't let the fluff,
The elegant
right?
look.
Don't let the fluff fool you.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like the golden retrievers, like we talked about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's very sought after as a household breed. Behaviors can get out of hand quickly,
Mhm.
just because people are like, "Oh, I want a poodle."
Yeah.
Now that's been used to create the golden doodle.
Yeah.
I was
know?
going to say
Right.
all these doodles
Yeah.
have come from a mix of other dogs and the poodle.
Yeah.
So you got these doodles from the poodle.
Lots
They're going to have
of
some
yep,
poodle
lot
traits.
of poodle DNA floating
Right.
around there.
Oh yeah.
And it doesn't matter if it's a toy,
Yeah.
because the toys are still going to be having the same characteristics as
Yeah.
the standard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, moving on. We got the Shih Tzu. Everyone knows a good Shih Tzu. All right. Although its origins are shrouded in mystery,
Ooh.
the Shih Tzu was probably one of a number of lion-like small dogs associated with the spread of Buddhism from India to Tibet. In
Wow.
fact, Shih Tzu means lion. So when you see a Shih Tzu,
Do you think lion?
you're looking at a lion at heart.
I don't think that's
A
accurate.
lion at heart. Okay.
Maybe on the inside.
After being sent to the Chinese emperors as tribute, early Shih Tzu may have been crossed with such similar breeds as the Pekingese Pug and Japanese Chin. The distinctive breed we know today evolved mostly under the Qing Dawag Empress Tizu Su Hizu.
Sushi.
So Chinese, right? Chinese descent.
Yeah.
But don't forget, these were sent to the Chinese emperors as tribute. So I mean, that means that they were
very
royal,
valuable.
right? A very valuable royal gift,
Mm-hmm.
right, to emperors.
Yeah.
So don't forget. Okay.
I won't.
The Shih Tzu was, and also don't forget, if you look at a Shih Tzu, you're
Lion.
looking at a lion at heart.
I will forget
Even
that.
though lion's a cat.
The Shih Tzu was highly prized as a companion in the royal court and almost impossible to acquire for export, meaning you weren't able to move it out of the area, out of the country. Fine specimens, often trimmed to resemble lions, appeared on scrolls and tapestries. Could you imagine you're going to China to like do tours and whatever? You see Shih Tzus on the tapestries from 1835 or something. You know, how intense is that? You got an emperor, boom, Shih Tzu.
Holding it, walking down the halls of the palace.
Who was in Mulan? Who was like the bad guys in Mulan?
The Huns.
The Huns, dude. So you got the Huns. They got Shih Tzus.
I think there
What?
was a dog in Mulan.
Was there?
It was
that
brief.
Was a pug, right?
It was a
That
brief.
Was a pug, right?
No.
Or maybe it was a Brussels Griffon. I don't know. I'd have
Or
to go
maybe
back.
it was an early Shih Tzu.
Could be. Could have been. I just remember Mushu.
Moving on.
Good guy.
Fine specimens, often trimmed to resemble lions, appeared on scrolls and tapestries. The breed became extinct in China after the 1949 Communist Revolution because of its association with wealth and privilege. Therefore, modern Shih Tzu trace back to just 6 dogs and 7 bishes brought to England and Scandinavia by diplomats stationed in China, not to mention a black and white Pekingese deliberately crossed with the Shih Tzu in England in 1952. Okay, so the breed went extinct for a period of time. Isn't that
They
crazy,
came
dude?
back from the dead.
Yeah. And these things are royalty, man. You see a Shih Tzu, you're looking at a lion, you're looking at royalty. Okay? So, crazy, right? Came into the U.S. in the mid-1900s. After recognition, it swiftly became one of the most popular breeds in the United States. Today's Shih Tzu, like his Chinese ancestors, makes an ideal pet. So these dogs are meant to chill. These dogs are meant to relax. They're meant to be hanging out with you. As benefits its noble ancestry, the Shih Tzu is proud of bearing with a distinctive, arrogant carriage. You know, all their coat and everything?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Got some arrogance to it.
His unique, warm, sweet, wide-eyed, friendly, and trusting expression reflects his affectionate temperament. Another distinctive characteristic is the breed's long and luxurious stubble coat, which comes in a wide variety of colors and markings that were once prized by the palace eunuchs who were charged to care for these imperial pets.
Jesus.
They have the eunuchs taken care
He's
of.
amped talking about this.
He's-
I mean, this
Yeah.
breed right here is cool, the history of it, right? I
mean,
they're all cool,
they're
but
all-
like the Shih Tzu,
Yeah.
you know? Chinese emperors.
You'd think he's talking about Jocko right now.
Right? Give it time. Give it time.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there later. We'll get there later. All right. It says the Shih Tzu's main goal in life is to please you. All right. So anyway, the Shih Tzu, meant to be a lap dog, a companion dog, a dog that's hanging out with you. It's a royalty dog, right? We look at a Doberman, we think royalty.
Well,
We look
you
at a
look
Shih
at a Doberman and think royalty.
We look at a Shih Tzu, we think royalty.
Yeah.
Okay. We look at a Shih Tzu, we think lion,
Mhm.
right? We look at a Shih Tzu, we think this dog survived extinction, right?
Fair.
So
It did something the dinosaurs couldn't do. You know what I'm saying?
right. So this thing was a royal gift back in the day. So
I
if
mean,
you
look
got a
at the
Shih-
last picture of him. I mean, that's a royal dog right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
You see that
The
in the
hair.
palace.
I mean, that's even done up like a Chinese
Yeah.
royalty dog.
Right. Yeah.
Right. To
That's
the
a
emperor.
palace dog right there.
Right. The thing about the Shih Tzu, you're going to be doing some grooming.
Huh.
You're going to
I'm
be
out.
brushing this dog out a lot. Daily brushing, maybe twice a day brushing. The other thing is if you get eye boogies, they get stuck up in the fur.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you got to brush those out.
You got to pull the eye boogies daily.
Right.
That's
You gotta-
all these
you
toy
gotta
breeds.
get, like, pick it out, flick it.
Wipe it on a tree. What?
Yeah, on your pants. then you go to an appointment.
How'd we get off on the eye boogies? Yeah. If this dog's eating, its fur flopping into the food.
Yeah.
So now you got sloppy food
Yeah.
fur.
Yeah. Then
Right.
you got to brush it out. You got to clean it.
Clean it. Get the wipes out.
Mm-hmm.
You guys remember Gigi, that Shih Tzu I trained? Remember Gigi?
Yeah, I remember.
Yep. So just keep in mind, that's what you got with the Shih Tzu. But we've trained a lot of them. Good dogs.
Oh, yeah.
So moving on, we got the Yorkie with Chris.
Oh, yeah. Is this the last one?
I don't know why I just yelled.
This is the last
Normal.
one in the toy group, right? All
Last
right,
one
here
in
we
the
go.
toy group.
Yorkshire Terrier. It seems odd that a dog prized around the world as the quintessential lady's pet, all button eyes, silky hair, bows, and oh so dainty, was created for the decidedly unglamorous job of killing rats.
Wait, this is a Yorkshire Terrier. Why isn't it in the Terrier group?
Because it's a toy. Maybe we'll get to it. I don't know.
Okay.
Let's see what the
Rat killers.
Let's see what the bio says.
Yeah, keep going.
But that is how the Yorkshire Terrier came to be. Although there are no firm records, the ancestors of this charming breed were likely a mix of Scottish and English Terriers, brought together when Scottish weavers immigrated into the Yorkshire area of England in the mid-1800s. The weavers needed a dog to keep at their factories free of vermin. Right, so they're killing all the rats.
Rat killers.
Around 1870, they became known as the Yorkshire Terriers. By the late 19th century, Yorkies had made it to America. Today,
This also looks like a dog that could be a gift to a Chinese emperor.
yeah, or maybe like an American president. You know, because they're a little bit later in the game. You know what I'm saying? They ain't like ancient China. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Today, these bright little terriers are routinely in the top 10 in popularity, and in some cities, such as New York, have nudged the Labrador Retriever out of first place.
Whoa.
Dude.
I mean, I get that in New York.
I mean, no, they're definitely, I would say, out of all of these we've gone over in the toy group, they're the most popular by far.
Yeah,
Well,
Yorkies are
you know,
super
they
popular.
like rats. There's a lot of rats in New York.
Yeah.
And also lots of apartment living in New York.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's true.
The
That's
ladies
true.
love them. The
A
ladies
lot of
love
ladies.
a good Yorkie.
A lot of lazies.
In their
ladies.
bosoms.
Lazies. That too.
I was still thinking bosoms. So
I mean,
mixed
yeah,
that.
they're lazy
Ladies
up
putting Yorkies in their bosoms.
Yorkies could definitely fit in the bosom.
Compact and sturdy, speaking of fitting in bosoms. The coat is the breed's signature trait. Although diminutive, and delicate, Yorkies are spirited dogs, true to their working terrier roots. They do not seem to realize how small they are. That can confirm. Without strong leadership, they have a tendency to become bossy, especially if their owners allow them to get away with naughty behaviors, like
Oh,
yapping and
that does
pulling.
happen. They get away with it.
That would never be acceptable in a larger dog. So what do? We pick them up. It is imperative that the Yorkie owner gives the dog boundaries and solid training with Canine Revolution dog training and a moderate amount of exercise. Nothing crazy. Lifespan 12 to 15 years. We've definitely done a lot of these.
One of your
Good
first
dogs.
dogs that you ever trained was a Yorkie.
Yep. Toughest dog still today, I think. No. Yeah, they're good. They're good dogs.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
tell you what's very interesting to me, though. This whole section, you've got all across the world these different cultures.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not like they're trending on Facebook, but every culture is creating these companion toy breeds
For the ladies.
right? But it's like without communicating, it's a natural thing for us humans to be companions with these dogs, and it's just happened all across the world. You got
Oh, yeah.
you got the
Well,
Aztecs in Mexico, the
Let's
Vikings.
let's get the reality out there. You know, back in the day, you know, the women are hanging around while the men go out. They're like, I got to get something
You
to
saying they're bored?
entertain
They ain't
this.
doing nothing.
Entertain
They're
this
holding
woman.
down the homestead.
Yeah,
Working hard, raising the children.
Royalty isn't holding down the
Okay,
homestead.
all right,
you
fair
know what
enough,
I mean?
fair
So
enough.
they're like,
So
let's
the
get
men
something.
get it for the women to
they're
occupy
like,
their
they're
time.
like, this will do.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like, you know.
The women are like, oh, sweet.
let
That's
me
what
put
you
it
think-
in my
That's what you
bosom.
think happened. I can see emperors sitting on their throne with their Shih Tzu.
Yeah.
Well, an
Yeah.
emperor is a man,
Right.
Yeah.
So
So-
I can see the Shih Tzu sitting with the emperor on the throne.
maybe.
Yeah.
I can see the Yorkie sitting
Occasionally.
on the emperor's throne too.
Yeah, but the emperor ain't taking the dog for the walks. You see what I'm saying? That's where the ladies come in, probably. You know what I mean?
I don't think
I
the ladies
watched-
are taking
you take the dog
for a
out
walk
for
either.
potty.
Anyone
You know
who
what I'm
watched Bridgerton or Queen Charlotte's Bridgerton, she was gifted by her husband to keep her occupied.
That seems
all
about
these
yeah,
Pomeranians.
that's
I think it
probably
was
accurate.
Pomeranians,
Oh, really?
you know. And so he ended up by the time they were old, she had like 7. He's like, one ain't doing. Let me get her
Right,
one
when you
more.
get
Oh,
one,
she
you
still
gotta
wants
have
to
more.
be around me.
Yeah.
Let me get her another one.
When you
Like-
get one, you got to have more Pomeranians.
He's using it as an escape from his own marriage.
You know,
like,
I
I got
wonder
stuff to do.
what the marital conversations were back then with an emperor and
Yeah.
like empress at times.
What'd you do today? Well, I groomed the
Well,
Yorkie.
if there was more, they would just be like, "Man, she needs another one. She
Yeah.
keeps trying to talk
Yeah,
to me."
right. There should be no conversation. If there's conversation, I'd get you a dog.
So
Back in the day.
So yeah, back in the day. All right, moving on. We got the non-sporting group, our final group with Aaron starting with the Boston Terrier.
Oh, yeah. I love me in Boston. I get amped about the Boston.
Okay.
All right. So ironically, the dog known today as the American Gentleman evolved out.
They are. I
at
mean,
'em.
you look at a Boston.
Look at him.
Hey,
It's like
Gentleman.
the American
Yeah,
gentleman.
he looks like he's in a tux.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So evolved out of tough canine fighters from Britain.
Oh, they're tough.
So the first American-made breed to be recognized by the AKC, the Boston Terrier, had its start in, you guessed it, Boston,
Wow.
after the Civil War. The father of the Boston Terrier was an imported Bull Terrier, and then we have the White English Terrier as well, crossed with an English Bulldog. So a couple different breeds taken into consideration when we got the Boston Terrier. The bright little dog with his tuxedo markings and winning disposition became an American sensation. By 1920, that is the right date.
Why'd you look at me? I'm not hating on you.
You're just straight ahead,
Okay,
so
all right.
I talked to you.
Okay.
The new breed achieved popularity far beyond the wildest dreams of early enthusiasts. Today, Bostons continue to draw admirers from all walks of life, and they have been among the top 20 breeds in AKC rankings. So we have a Boston is a watchdog and a companion for the elderly owner who lives alone, and a playmate and clown for the young child. So very family friendly.
Yeah.
They are kind of clowny.
Diverse.
They are kind of clowny.
Oh, yeah.
Some Bostons are therapy dogs and service dogs for those with disabilities. Their faces should appear full, alert, fun, and kind outward expression of their best inner qualities. Their fine, short coats give the appearance that they are always dressed for a formal occasion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
They got a nice coat on.
They're always formal.
Yeah. Bostons are very active and alert and curious by nature. Most dogs, They are, you said this word, quintessential city companions. Elegant, affable, at home in a studio apartment, strolling down an avenue, or lounging at its owner's feet at the sidewalk cafe. So
Take them to the coffee
If
shop.
you have good training, I mean, I've seen some
Yeah.
out of control.
Oh,
Bostons.
yeah.
it does depend. Yeah. These dogs are meant to be with people. They thrive on attention, gentle training, and loads of affection.
That's why you need Canine Revolution dog training.
Yeah. We need well-rounded
Proper training.
Yeah. They do well in suburban homes as well. It is best if you have a fenced yard so your dog can run and play.
They do have zoomies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, they got good zoomies. In Boston.
If you will not, hold on a
If
second.
not.
Yeah,
If
if
you
not,
don't
you
have
will
a yard.
need, well, this is where I'm like, I don't agree with this. If not, meaning you don't have a fenced yard, you will need to make a commitment to allow time for your dog to walk. I mean, every dog.
You need to walk
You
it
need to
anyway,
walk
even
every
if you have a yard.
Yeah.
Walk it even if you have a yard. You need that walk.
Short
You need to
coat,
walk.
some-
You need to walk. Your dog needs to walk.
Oh, yep.
Walk
Walk.
after you eat.
Yeah.
Walking good.
His short coat requires minimal daily grooming. And then obviously he's got some big eyes, so you got to be careful that,
Got them bug
nothing's
eyes
getting in there. Yeah, sometimes they do have
Potential
bug
for eye
eyes.
boogies.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely going to be
Potential
some
for
eye boogies.
on this
Yep.
one.
Yep.
Apparently,
You're gonna have to flick some
Bostons are
boogies.
just susceptible to things flying into their eye.
Yeah, they
so,
got big eyes. Big
owners
eyes.
keep their eye
Gotta
drops
clean 'em.
on them, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
The lifespan, with good care, we're looking at 12 to 14 years or more.
Mm.
All right, so long-lasting adventures with this Boston.
Chris,
My,
Boston's?
my family dog, Mowgli,
Mm.
he was a Boston mix. Boston and a wiener dog. He's
I was about to say, you like talking about Mowgli being a wiener dog.
well, he was a wiener and a Boston. He was a Boston. You seen those ears?
I seen
That
Mowgli.
ain't no wiener dog
I
ear.
know Mowgli.
It's like the length of the wiener dog ears, but it stands up like the Boston. But I mean, shoot, he must have been 16, 17 years old when he passed away.
Well,
He lived
mean-
a full life,
A good life,
a
too.
good life.
Oh, he
I
lived
mean,
a
that
good
dude was a
ass life.
eating machine too. He
Oh,
could
yeah.
eat. He ate. I remember he ate a whole bag of paintballs when I was younger. Yeah,
No
factor,
way.
no factor.
Paintballs?
Paintballs. Ate the paintballs. I was like, here it is. He's gonna die. He just threw it up and kept on going.
Dogs will surprise you,
Yeah,
dude.
I mean that
Dogs
dude
will surprise you.
ate so much stuff in his life. Never took him out.
It's always those ones that live like forever, you know?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. He
We all know.
he just recently passed. I mean, we got him when I was little.
He was with you your whole life up to this point.
Yeah.
Mowgli.
Oh, yeah.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Good
Mowgli.
Bostons, though. We train
I
a
love
lot of
Bostons.
Bostons. Good Bostons.
Love them. I like the
Got to
noises.
keep up with the training, though. Got to maintain the training.
They make little, like, cheek noises.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
When they're eating the treats.
Oh, Boston eating is a good sound.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
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 That'd be
I prefer-
like a good reel. You know, like just feeding a Boston.
Oh,
Just
yeah. Oh, yeah.
watching it eat.
ASMR.
I don't know what that means.
What's that?
That's just sound stuff. Sorry.
Yeah. I would watch that. Like if you put that on YouTube, just dog.
Well, I
just
sent this
Boston's
one
eating.
video. I don't know if I sent it to you guys. I sent it to Bennis. These two pitties.
Yes.
This guy makes the food.
They
and
make some eating
then they're
noises.
No, I like the pity
That was a
inhale.
good video.
They have more of an inhale chew where it's like
Yeah.
when they're biting.
Yeah.
I could live for that.
Yeah. I like a good Boston.
All right, moving on. We got the Bulldog. Bulldogs undoubtedly have one of the most interesting histories of all dog breeds. A history that continues to evolve. An indigenous British breed. It is. Why are you guys laughing?
What? I didn't laugh.
Continues to evolve. They're always changing.
I thought you guys were laughing at the way I read.
No, I like the way you read.
An indigenous British breed, it is thought that these dogs or their direct ancestors have been part of Britain's canine population for well over 1,500 years.
Dang.
Theories abound as to the breed's origins, from being a unique British creation to a being crossbred descendant of mastiffs or mastiff types that make their way to the island by way of the Romans or other European invaders. So this book has really just opened our eyes to what invaders did with dogs, and the Bulldog was there with them,
Oh yeah.
right? What most historians do agree upon is that the Bulldog owes its name to the fact that they were once used to guard, control, and bait bulls. The Bulldog, right? You guys remember Flex the Bulldog?
Oh yeah.
That was a Bulldog that could take on a bull.
And he'd flex
Okay.
on you too.
Oh, yeah.
He was properly named.
So were they baiting bulls to like capture the bull and use them for bull riding or to kill them?
I think
or
they just
what?
moving them from pens and stuff.
Bait the bulls?
Yeah. Isn't that when they come and they nip up at the legs? Isn't
No,
that baiting?
that's hurting. Baiting is where the bull is coming to you, right?
Attempting
Kill
to
you.
get after him,
Right. Right. That's what I'm thinking.
like the
Uh-huh.
little red coke or the red
That's
cloth
not.
guy.
That's bull baiting.
That's not bull baiting.
Well,
is it?
bull baiting is
That's
now
just
illegal.
bull fighting.
Bull baiting is illegal, so whatever it was,
Not good.
It
to
wasn't
go.
good.
We might need to look it up.
Yeah.
yeah. When bull baiting became illegal in 1835, the breed went into rapid decline. Fortunately, true fanciers focused on the breed's best traits, which resulted in the wonderful companion known as the modern Bulldog. We've trained a lot of Bulldogs like Stacy, right?
Stacy.
We've also trained some Bulldogs that wanted to bite people, and then their jowls from their mouth get in the way of their teeth, so when they bite you, no impact, right?
No
'Cause
factor.
You're just feeling the cushion of the dog's cheeks, you know? But the Bulldog's like, I think they think they're getting you, but they're getting their cheeks.
No factor.
All right. Moving on, Bulldogs are mascots for more than 40 American colleges and universities, as well as the United States Marine Corps and many businesses. You know, the Citadel, where me and Chris went to college at, mascot is the Bulldog.
Yeah, we
Right.
got it. We had a brass bulldog that
Oh,
we'd have
yeah.
to shine.
You gotta
You have
shine
to
it.
shine it every day.
Shine the Bulldog, boys.
Yeah.
Shine the Bulldog.
It's still there. Still there. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
there a couple weeks ago. It's still shiny.
Really? When
Yeah.
Ben just said University of Georgia, it made me think of that Key and Peele thing where it's like the NFL, the football
Oh
players.
yeah,
So. University of Georgia. Right?
that was a funny skit. I like their skits.
Oh, yeah. Oh, when I was on my last deployment, dude, me and the two Marines that I was basically in the same work area, we would just have it on repeat. We had all their seasons on repeat all day in our office. Oh, yeah, dude. All right. Moving on here. Today, the Bulldog is frequently seen in movies, commercials, television shows, and social media websites, often with their famous owners.
Mm-hmm.
Bulldogs are massive, low-slung dogs.
That one got him. That one got him.
What are we slinging?
Okay.
Low slung.
Their
They're
bellies.
slinging themselves.
Yeah.
Bull-
Their
Bulldogs-
cheeks, their jowls.
Bulldogs are massive, low-slung dogs with heavy bone legs, broad chests, and short tails. Their large heads have a flattened muzzle, upturned lower jaw, and wide-set eyes that convey a sense of dignity.
Right here.
You ever seen?
The more bad the breeding is, the more their jaw comes out. Yeah. Right.
You ever seen
They
the
have to- some of them,
videos?
they're gonna scoop the treats out of your hand. You can't. They can't even take a treat from you.
You ever seen the videos of the guy who owns the Bulldog and he takes it on walks, and every time he sees a trash can, he literally runs up to it, chest bumps the trash can and tackles
I
it.
love those videos,
That's a Bulldog.
Dude. That's a freaking Bulldog.
He
dude.
thinks he's wrangling a bull right there. He's like, let me get this thing real quick.
Thing is, how did they get that started? Because they got it started themselves.
And then he knocks over, and he literally does it with his whole chest. He doesn't even use his paws.
No, he tackles it like a lineman. He's like,
yeah. And then when he gets on top of it, and then he just keeps going.
Oh, yeah.
And
Probably
he's
just
looking
did
for
it
the
one
next
day.
one.
boom.
Yeah.
He did it one
loves
day. He
trash
liked
day.
He loves
And
trash cans.
now it's
dude.
his
Those
thing.
videos are so funny, dude.
Oh yeah.
And it's a stout Bulldog, dude. He's jacked.
Here
Did
we
you
go.
look up bull baiting?
Yeah, I got it. Bull baiting is a blood sport involving pitting a bull against dogs with the aim of attacking and subduing the bull by biting and holding onto its nose or neck,
What?
which often resulted in the death of the bull.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Holy S.
So bulldogs.
It was
that were
opposite
doing
of what
that-
I was
This is
thinking.
Wikipedia, you know.
Bulldogs
So,
that were doing that are freaking intense,
yeah.
dude.
Oh yeah.
It ain't
So
today's
it's just
Bulldogs.
a sport. So they just have a
Right.
bull,
Bull
cut
and
it
dogs.
loose, release the hounds on it.
Oh, that was a flip of the roles. I thought they were doing the dog wrong,
Right.
but they're
I
doing
thought
the
they were trying
bull
to kill
wrong.
the
Yeah, no,
dog,
You know?
Yeah, well, I mean, I guarantee you some dogs are getting
definitely
getting
dogs.
effed up.
Crunch.
Yeah.
Horn to the dog's stomach. You're
Bulls
dead.
are massive,
yeah.
insanely powerful.
It's crazy that these bulldogs would kill them
Yeah.
by holding on to their neck until they
Their
get to
nose
the
and their
artery.
neck, grabbing their.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Came from Birmingham, crime ring
The
in
the
London.
bulldog holds on to the bull's neck until the bull's neck artery cuts open. Dude,
Dang.
that's crazy. Yeah, how many
Insane.
bulldogs did they have to use to take down one bull? It wasn't one to one.
I mean, no.
It's
There's
not
like
one
in
to
the
one. It's
picture,
like 10 to
there's
1.
like old art pictures. It's got like at least 4 dogs in this. Whoa, this one like it's got a dog flying in the air.
Oh my god, that definitely happened.
There's
dude.
like
The bull-
several dogs. We got a
Kicked it.
guy down. We got a guy down on the
Bro,
ground. He's.
Why are
getting-
we doing? What are humans doing, dude?
I mean,
Makes no sense.
I mean, you ain't got Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You ain't got Netflix. You monetize something. Who?
I mean, yeah.
the
I've
crime-
heard the stories about you two when you were younger. I'm like, what? Y'all didn't have Netflix, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
You found things.
Yeah.
Well, there was TV back then, but our parents limited the TV we were allowed to watch, so that's how we found other
Found things to do.
activities.
That's all
Right.
that you see
So
here.
that's what these people are
had
doing.
no
Right.
TV, no nothing.
Right, right,
There's just
right.
find
It wasn't
something
even
to
an
do.
option. And
Hey,
these
we
are
can
grown
take these
adults.
animals, make them fight.
Right,
These are
right.
grown. These are the people telling the kids, "Hey, get outside."
Yeah.
They just turned into kids, and they just
Yeah.
never matured from
Right.
when they were teenagers.
The games just became more dangerous.
Right. But bulldogs, something important to know about them because of their short nose, they are more susceptible to heat, so you need to be careful if you have one in the heat. Also, those wrinkles in the face, you got to clean them.
Desitin. You got to get some cream. You got to put cream inside the wrinkles sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Because the wrinkle will get infected because it's like sitting there, the skin's just eating away at
On
itself.
some of them have eye issues too, so like you
Yep.
get a lot of like the tears will
Oh,
come
yeah.
down and go into the wrinkles, and then it gets all nasty. So you got to get like some diaper cream. I remember we had to do that with a couple bulldogs, just rub some diaper cream in their wrinkles every day.
Ew.
Also, there was
Normal.
one bulldog whose lower jaw stuck out so much that we would just drop the food reward
Yeah.
into its lower jaw
Yeah.
when its mouth is closed, and it
Just
would
sit
go.
there, hold its head.
It would
you
just.
yeah.
Yeah, you drop it into its teeth, and then it would like.
I had a bulldog.
it.
I would have to put it in the folds
Oh, I
of
remember
its
that.
mouth.
I remember that.
And then I couldn't grab it out of my
I
hand.
remember that, dude. Yeah, because the jowls.
Yeah.
The
They
jowls
tried.
were-
They tried.
The cheeks, dude.
Bless their heart. They
Couldn't get the jowls were
their
so
heart.
big.
Yeah.
The dog couldn't get his teeth through the jowls to get the food
Yeah.
reward. He's trying.
Yeah. You just got to get good at your timing. You're basically just dropping it in like a reverse Pez machine. Like you're
Right.
just dropping it in a slot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Chris would shove it into his cheek.
Yeah.
To reward him.
Just shove it in his jowl. He'd sit there. He'd eat it.
Well, the Bulldog Flex, that was when Kevin was an apprentice. We trained that dog, and that dog was known for, like, chasing the lawnmower. So there was, like, one time me and Kevin, it used to chase lawnmowers and bite out the tires
Yeah.
and pop the tires. Like, that's a dog that can be a bulldog.
Yeah.
you know? But we took the riding lawnmower, and I was on the lawnmower, and Kevin's with the dog, dude. I'm driving around so we can run this scenario. And by that point in the training, the dog was pretty solid, but he was tempted. You
You
could
could
tell.
see it in
you
him.
could tell he wanted that lawnmower,
Yeah.
dude. I was like, don't let him pop the tire. And then that dog went home. It was with the owners for a couple months, and they start texting us that the dog got stolen because the dog was at the electrical shop with one of the owners. And some dudes pulled up in a car. The Bulldog's just hanging out. They grab the Bulldog, throw it in their car. Literally, like an hour later, they drive back, throw it out of the car. So he must have been biting the crap out of them, you know?
They came and returned them.
That's what I always imagined would happen to me.
Yeah. That's definitely what happened to my kids. They'd be paying me to take them back.
All right, moving on. We got the French Bulldog with Chris.
Here we go. Little Frenchie action, Ben. Mm-hmm. You like a good Frenchie? Mm-hmm. In the 1900s, English lace makers began breeding small bulldogs as lap pets. Later, these lace makers, displaced from their looms by the Industrial Revolution, went to Brittany and Normandy, taking their small bulldogs with them. These toy bulldogs became popular in France and were soon being exhibited, some with rows and some with upright bat ears. By the late 1900s, wealthy American tourists began bringing these toy bulldogs back as souvenirs. The first known use of the name French Bulldog was in 1893, when a fancier exhibiting his dogs at a bench show in England put a sign over them that said French Bulldogs of British descent, and this name was quickly accepted. Their small size, affectionate, even temperament, and quiet nature. Who wrote this?
Not quiet.
Combined with their rather low exercise requirement, make the French Bulldog an ideal companion.
Low exercise?
Yeah, I don't know.
Depends on the Bulldog.
Right.
Depends on the French.
I've seen some chill ones.
Sadie Mae.
I've also not seen some chill ones.
Sadie Mae.
Yeah.
Good to go.
These make the French Bulldog an ideal companion and lap pet, just as it did in the early days of the breed. Definitely a good lap dog. I can confirm that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I had a client they're like, hey, I need this dog to sit in my lap. So, of course, naturally, as part of my training progression, I had to bring this dog home. I had to have it sit in my lap while I'm watching TV, get it used to.
Sadie Mae loves my lap.
Yeah.
Sadie Mae loves my lap.
I mean, sometimes you got to get that lap time in, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Living with a Frenchie, make sure that the dog breathes easily and quietly. His nostrils should be open and not pinched. So this is a lot of this is breeder selection. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, there are some poorly bred, bad breeding practices done with some Frenchies, and you're going to see some major breathing issues and things like that.
Oh yeah.
I've seen a couple. I think we've had a couple clients that have had to do like a surgery to allow the dogs to breathe easier. Routine grooming for Frenchies include regular nail trimming, ear cleaning, brushing to remove excess hair, frequent cleansing of skin folds, and occasional bathing. Nothing too crazy, you know. Kind of like the Bulldog. You got to clean out the face folds, but it's probably less than a Bulldog.
These are fun dogs, though.
Oh, yeah.
These are fun dogs.
Frenchies do not tolerate heat or extreme exercise and generally cannot swim. I mean, it's not funny, but I've seen a video of dog Frenchies falling into pools and just straight to the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh, my
thankfully
gosh.
the videos I've seen
sure
owners
Bulldog would be the
coming
same way.
Yeah. They're
straight
sinkers,
muscle.
not swimmers.
They're straight muscle.
If you got a pool, it's something to think about. You know, making sure they don't have.
You
free
think
access
about
to
their
that.
bodies, they can't really do that doggy paddle.
Yeah,
Bulldogs or Frenchies.
I saw one video. I don't know the situation. It was like the guy was working on the pool. He's like a pool guy, right? He's cleaning the pool, and this Frenchie comes out of the house, right? Just trots over, jumps into the pool, sinks straight to the bottom. The pool guy's freaking out. He jumps into the pool, gets the Frenchie, puts it up. He's smoked, right?
Frenchie does it again.
The Frenchie immediately jumps back into the pool.
Loves life.
I'm like, he's trying to kill himself. Poor pool guy. But yeah, they're not swimmers. So they are not dogs that take jogging, but are more suited to reclining on a lap. Most enjoy a walk on a lead, but only in cool weather. So
They still need their mental, physical exercise, but you
they
got to
need to
be
get
careful.
after it. Yeah.
You got to be careful with them. But they are fun dogs. Some Frenchies make some crazy noises.
Oh yeah.
Like not dog noises. Like
Taz.
Yeah, that makes them weird, especially like when they do it in their sleep. That'll freak you out.
They also snore.
You think like
They snore, dude. So if you're you're
Dude.
sleeping with a Bulldog Frenchie, you know, and that you're getting some sound sleep, think
for
again.
a little toy dog,
yeah.
Think again.
they'll put some sound out.
Oh, yeah.
They put some decibels out.
Who was the Frenchie I just told you about that was here? Indigo and
Indigo.
Callie?
Indigo.
Callie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're on spot together. Which one's the Frenchie?
Indigo.
Indigo. She's passed
Or
out.
Callie's the
Callie.
Frenchie. Indigo's
She's
the
passed
Bulldog.
out. She's on spot. She's on her side to where her paw doesn't even hit the spot. It's just in
Yeah,
the air.
yeah.
She's snoring.
She's too yoked.
yeah.
Someone comes to grab Indigo off spot, or Callie off spot. Indigo just rolls where Callie was, and like that
She
was
was in
her
that
waking
deep
up.
sleep.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was so funny.
Snoring.
They're
She's
like little potatoes.
snoring louder than the
Little
bulldog.
potatoes.
It's like when
Oh,
you
they snore
grab
louder
a
than a
can.
bulldog.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
funny dogs.
I like a Frenchie.
Good Frenchies. Good Frenchies. Good for training. Good to have a good time with.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. We got the Dalmatian with Aaron.
All right. The true origin of the Dalmatian is lost in the midst of time, but early cave drawings depict spotted dogs as companions. Many theories exist as to which breeds were used to develop the Dalmatian, some including Great Danes, Greyhounds, and various varieties of pointers. The name of the breed is associated with a province on the Adriatic coastline called Dalmatia. And it's assumed that this is the birthplace of the Dalmatian as we know today, but no one really knows. Yeah.
This
So,
breed lost in the midst of time.
Came from somewhere.
yep. Works of art dating back to the 17th century have featured spotted dogs called Dalmatians. Evidence exists that the Dalmatian traveled with European nomads, as they are documented as being circus performers as well as war dogs.
Really?
So well-rounded.
Put on a good show.
I've seen some
Attack
intense
you.
Dalmatians.
Oh,
I've seen
yeah.
some intense Dalmatians. Don't let them fool you.
In
Yeah.
the mid-1800s, the term coach dog emerged after Dalmatians demonstrated an affinity for horses and for accompanying horse-drawn carriages. Coachmen would depend on the dog to keep the horses calm and to guard their rigs while they were away. The breed also played this role with fire apparatuses, earning the nickname firehouse dog. We all know that. You know, growing up, you see a firehouse, you see
Got
a Dalmatian.
Yeah.
Also, 101 Dalmatians.
Good movie.
101 Dalmatians.
Good
the
movie.
OG.
Hits me right in the core. The
I mean, that's a
Dalmatian.
horrible, really
I know.
horrible movie if you
They're
think
trying
about
to
it. but
kill 'em.
They're trying to kill the puppies to get coats.
Right, right.
Horrible.
Just traumatizing.
Yeah, their coat
kids.
looks crazy.
Yeah.
Disney
you
got
know?
back at it
White
again.
with the black spots. I mean,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
The Dalmatian was well suited for this job with his natural endurance and guarding instincts. To this day, the Dalmatian Club of America road trials showcase the breed's coaching abilities. So the Dalmatian is built for road work, possessing the speed and endurance for long runs at a steady pace. So this dog could run,
Getting after
If it does have Greyhound in it, then that's where that comes from. The guarding and stuff comes from the Great Danes. Yeah, it's a dog that'll catch you off guard because you're like, oh.
Well,
it's
it's kind of a mysterious dog. We don't
is a
even know where it
mysterious
came from.
dog. That's
It just
Yep.
kind of, you forget about them.
Mysterious.
All of a sudden they show up and boom,
Lost
you
in
don't
the
know. You're
midst
like,
of
hey,
time.
you friendly firehouse dog, you better get me. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't see many of them, like you said. They're pretty rare.
Yeah.
Selection of a Dalmatian puppy should be regarded as a major family decision.
As with any dog.
I was going to say. Since the dog may live 13 to 15 years of age. True to his legacy as a dog with endurance for running long distances, the Dalmatian requires plenty of exercise and mental stimulation. He has a high-energy dog, so training with Canine Revolution dog training would be your best bet.
Would be a good dog to do working stuff with. You know, this is in the non-sporting group. This dog would be a great sporting dog.
Yeah, the classification
doesn't
of
make a
these
lot of
past two
sense.
groups.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The Dalmatian has a low tolerance for boredom and can become destructive if
Oh, yeah.
ignored.
Oh yeah.
So, again, mental stimulation, exercise, just want to make sure. The Dalmatian is naturally curious and intelligent, can easily adapt to any situation or environment. Again, I feel like situational, nowadays with dogs.
Yeah.
Breeding matters.
You don't see these a lot, but you do see them. But they are very unique, very interesting to watch and observe, and we know that it's from the midst of time.
Mysterious.
Yes. All right, last dog we're talking about, Shiba Inu. You know a good Shiba?
Shiba.
You know one? The Shiba Inu is an ancient breed of dog and the smallest of the 6 Spitz breeds native to Japan. Archaeological excavations show that around 7000 BC, the ancestor of today's Shiba have accompanied the earliest immigrants to Japan. So the Shih Tzu, Chinese emperors. Shiba Inu, Japanese emperors. The historical role of this independent hunter was to capture or contain game ranging from fowl and small game to wild boar. So again,
That ain't no joke.
right. In the non-sporting group, but we have like a working dog.
Yeah. It ain't an easy task holding a
Yeah.
hog down.
Oh, yeah. All right. So World War II, around that time is when Shibas started coming back to America, or started coming to America. All right. Shibas are still being imported from Japan, and care is taken to ensure that the breed remains internationally uniform. The proud and dignified Shiba is agile and well-muscled, reflecting a hunting heritage encompassing a wide variety of terrain and climates. Also, they got a big fluffy coat, so they'll catch you off guard too with their strength and their stamina. Okay. They have good mental strength. They're very clever. They're resourceful, and they're very determined to accomplish any desired objective, which is why you need good training from Canine Revolution Dog Training, because this dog will outsmart you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The life expectancy of the Shiba is about 15 years. The breed's heritage makes for an independent and headstrong nature with a high prey drive and personality not suitable for everyone. The Shiba's nature is to hunt, and he must always be kept on leash unless you get off-leash training with Canine Revolution Dog Training.
Boom.
All right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't write this.
Shibas are good family dogs, especially with responsible children who can be careful not to let them escape. And even if your kids do let them escape, if you've got dog
You've got
training
that
with Canine
good
Revolution
recall,
dog
baby.
training, you're good. Okay? Shibas are clean, odorless dogs who are easily house trained.
Odorless.
I don't know if they're odorless. It
I don't
depends
know.
on what their
I
coat
don't know if I've
absorbs.
yet met an odorless dog.
I mean,
The thick
you feed them
insul-
salad. You
Well.
feed them some salad.
The thick insulating coat is usually shed twice a year, with the results filling several grocery bags with fur. I'm glad they gave us that detail. All right, so the Shiba, the ones that we've worked with, great dogs, right? Good size. They're usually around, let's see if they say in here, 20, 25-ish pounds, around that size. But they are very active. They are very intelligent. So you do want to make sure, like with anything, you get that good mental, physical exercise in, and you challenge their thinking, and you give them your expectations that you're working with and everything. So
I feel like we've done some dominant ones. Some
yeah.
pretty dominant ones.
Yeah, dominant ones, for sure. So, good to go. Thoughts on the Shiba?
Good dog. I've done a couple of them. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, they're good dogs.
They're tough dogs.
They love to work.
They'll,
You
like
get
you
'em on the
said,
work
they will
train?
outsmart you.
Yeah. You get them on the work train, they're good to go.
Yeah.
Their intelligence is, I would say, more than most dogs, but not more than a Doberman. So
Well,
I would just throw that out.
Well, that's bias.
Extremely.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. As we wrap up our dog breed origins, please let us know what you guys think. What was your favorite breed? What breeds do you want us to cover? Oh, we should probably look up one additional.
Oh,
We got a
okay.
special request.
Okay.
We got a special request. Multiple requests.
What is this?
Do we need to go back to the wiener? Do we
Hold
need
on.
to recap the?
Hold on, nope. This is going to be in the hound group. Here it is right here. All right, we've had multiple requests to discuss the Chesapeake Bay Retriever.
Oh, really?
Interesting.
Yes. And we have trained these, and they are no joke. All right, but Chesapeake Bay Retriever, let me cover this for you guys. If you have other dog breed origin requests, just let us know. We might do a special drop. In the 1800s, duck clubs lined the Chesapeake Bay and shot thousands of birds in season for the markets of the large eastern cities. A truly American sporting breed and the toughest of water retrievers, the Chesapeake Bay Retriever was developed along the eastern shore of Maryland to hunt these waterfowl under the most adverse weather and water conditions.
Maryland is badass.
Well,
The origins of the breed are said to stem from two Newfoundland dogs rescued from a brig sinking in the Chesapeake Bay in 1807.
holy S,
Using these dogs descend.
bro, brought from the depths, almost out like
I mean,
that.
the ancestors of the breed were dying
Yeah.
on death's
Yeah.
bed, and they were brought back.
rescued from peril.
That's why this is such a tough dog.
And they're still, you know what? And they're still like, hey, I'll get after it in some water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we almost drowned.
Along with these descendants, several infusions of various hounds and Irish water spaniels, the clubs developed the breed known today as the Chesapeake Bay Retriever. Selection was based on working attributes of love of water, thick coat, conformation for swimming, birdiness, strength, intelligence, and perseverance. The dogs were expected to figure out problems, be protective but not aggressive of their master's birds and blind, and be devoted to family.
People like that. They think it's cool. Oh,
Yeah.
Figure out problems. You know what that means? Free thinking dog right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good trait to have.
You don't train them.
But
You don't train them. They're going to be thinking.
Yeah.
They're going to be thinking a lot.
Yeah.
The Chesapeake signature traits enable him to work. A water-resistant double coat that has thick, woolly undercoat for protection against the cold, and coarse and wavy outer coat. A body that is strong and muscular with a broad, deep chest. Well-laid shoulders. A powerful rear. You know, that means
Hind
a good
quarters.
ass,
Some good hind
right?
quarters.
With well-webbed, large hair feet for swimming. A head that has small ears held high as to be out of the water, and a pointed but not sharp muzzle shape with a length to hold game bird easily. While a superb waterfowl dog, the breed is a versatile hunter, is equally suited to all working for upland game birds. Boom. So that's your Chesapeake Bay Retriever. Okay, this is not a breed for everyone because Chessies, which is their nickname, require their owners to be in control. Chessies are intelligent and thinking dogs with exceptional memories. So that can be either working to your favor or working against
They
you.
remember where you put that treat pouch.
But Chesapeake Bay Retrievers, they can handle the harsh weather. They can handle adverse conditions. They're tough dogs. Tough dogs.
You're an
I'm from
outdoorsy
Maryland,
person.
you know?
Outdoor. You like outdoors, lake life,
If you're a hunter,
boat life,
this
hunting,
could definitely be a
hiking.
great choice for you.
Oh yeah.
So that concludes our discussion of the dog breed origins, even with that special request we've gotten several times, Chesapeake Bay Retriever. But before we wrap up here, just want to talk real quick about some of our affiliates. So if you like staying tuned in, stay tuned in.
Buckle up.
If this is where you cut off the podcast,
We'll see you.
You're
next
see you
missing
next
out.
time. Right, and you're missing out. I mean, this is some people's favorite talking right here.
This is
The-
just your
the affiliates.
favorite.
It's our favorite. It's.
I've gotten feedback before. They
Okay.
like the affiliates. They like the affiliates. All right, moving on. We got Canine Revolution dog training.
I mean, come
Phone
on.
number.
Starting with the heavy hitters. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
Starting with the phone number 843-213-2676.
Starting with the phone number.
You can call us, you can text us, you can let us know how we can serve you and your family and your dog, because we know the dog's origin, right? If we have a better understanding of the dog's origin, we can better serve that dog 100%, right?
100.
Email info@caninerevolutiondogtraining.com. We're on your favorite social platform. Reach out, let us know what you like, what you didn't like. Leave us a comment. We love comments.
We like it all.
Comments.
Good and bad.
No,
Yeah, we
I
want
don't
it.
like
Actually,
that.
I kind of like the haters more.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Well, also in some of these reels that we make with the dog breeds, what we do is we throw in a little
Easter egg.
wrong breed, right?
Yeah.
It's an Easter egg.
Yeah.
Like for Vizsla, we'll throw in a Rhodesian Ridgeback because they look
Yeah.
similar, but they're different. That gets people
Attract the
riled up.
haters. It
That gets
attracts
people
them.
riled, and they pick it out too.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're watching our reels, pick that out. Let us know if you
Yeah.
can find it.
Yeah. Did we mess
You
up? Did we? I don't know.
Listen.
We read a wrong date. Did we?
Oh my gosh.
That's great.
Some
That's
of us
good
are
for
sensitive out here.
All right. So that's Canine Revolution Dog Training. We've got board and train programs. We've got private lessons. We've got virtual lessons. If you're a dog trainer and you need help, let us know. We can do virtual coaching sessions with you. We're here to serve. Let us know how we can serve you. Our next affiliate, Canine Revolution Apparel. Shout out to Canine Revolution Apparel. Nice pitties lineup
Yeah.
on the Amazon. Go
the
to the
best
link
one.
below to grab that shirt. I'm telling you. Breast cancer awareness. That's right. It's right.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah. Get it now.
Right, exactly. And you got the pitties, the nice pitties
Get you
on
the pink
there.
one or the salmon colored one.
Both
That's-
are good.
That's, I like
there's
that
more
one.
color options now.
Oh, are there?
Both are good
Mm.
on the Amazon.
Might need to get
on
another
the
one.
Amazon, we got color options. All
Might
the
need to
colors you can
re-up.
think of.
Dang.
Right.
You gotta check them out.
We got some
They're
OD
soft,
green.
They're nice.
We got some OD
Probably.
green.
Probably, yeah. But go to Canine Revolution Apparel. You get your nice pitties shirt. Get your good to go shirt. Also, winter is coming. We know that.
Oh wow.
Right,
The
who's
stark
watching House of
words.
Dragon right now?
Oh
House
yeah.
Of Dragon.
Oh,
Did you see the last one?
Oh, I'm halfway through. I
Oh
didn't
my
finish.
God,
Don't
bro.
spoil it.
Oh, it's crazy.
Don't spoil it.
I'm not watching
But
it
I know
anymore.
we're coming up on the finale, I think, right?
We got 2 more.
2 more or one
Yeah,
more?
I think episode 9 is the finale.
Mm.
Or is it episode 8?
I think it is.
Oh, fuck.
I think this next one coming out is the last one.
Winter is coming,
Yeah.
right? So we know winter's coming. So grab you a good to go hoodie, grab you a good to go beanie, grab you a Canine Revolution beanie, Canine Revolution hoodie.
Maybe you
grab
need a mug.
You need a mug.
Put your
'cause-
coffee in,
Right.
hot cocoa.
Right. Winter's coming. You want that. You want that warm beverage,
Yeah.
right, to enjoy. Okay. Moving on. We got We Feed Raw. Okay. We were talking about Shih Tzus earlier. What if you fed a Shih Tzu raw? You got a couple things happening.
Oh.
Couple things happening, which I know for a fact. Chinese emperors were feeding their Shih Tzus raw
Oh, yeah.
because they're
yeah.
emperors.
Well, they definitely
are
didn't
royalty.
have kibble.
Yeah.
Right. They did not have kibble because kibble is shit food
Yeah.
created by the modern world.
Yeah. They
So
probably
they had
thought
raw
about
food.
it. They were like, we could probably do, and then they were like, that's bullshit.
They're like, we could make something,
Right.
like kibble, but that's horrible.
yeah.
And so we're
Yeah.
not.
Right.
Right.
Well,
Our modern world has turned against us.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so the Chinese emperors, they're feeding the Shih Tzus raw. You got a couple things happening. Number 1, you got them at an ideal weight. Number 2, you got them at optimal performance, right? Their body's performing optimally. Number 3, that coat is freaking nice.
Shiny, smooth.
Shiny, smooth, brush it out, no
mats.
factor.
Easy.
Nice. You know what they probably did? They probably took some strands of hair as they're brushing and they turn it into other things because the coat's so nice.
Yeah. Like wigs.
Yeah, they weave it into wigs. They weave it into tapestries. These types of things. Okay.
You got a Shih Tzu rug.
But also, that Shih Tzu's getting the raw all up in their face fur.
Yeah.
All up in
Oh,
their
yeah.
face fur. So then,
Yeah.
they're taking their wipes and they're wiping that out. Good
Mhm,
to go.
mhm.
yeah,
Good to go.
yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking of an Aztecian
Aztecs
Chihuahua
are,
Oh,
on
yeah.
some raw.
On-
Just-
they're
just
eating
trotting
raw.
around the
They're
pyramids,
eating raw, bro.
getting after it.
Aztec takes his blow dart,
I mean, it's
gets that
possible
deer,
they're also
gets the deer down. Right,
Possible
Chihuahua's
they're,
right there with the Aztec because the Aztecs ate right there at the
I'm
kill
pretty
site.
sure they ate humans too, though. So they're
Well, yeah.
probably eating raw human.
Right, Chihuahuas
Right.
were too.
Yeah.
Chihuahuas were eating raw human.
Right.
That's why Chihuahuas bite so many people today.
Right. Right.
It's in their genes.
It's bred
It's in their
in,
genetic makeup.
Bred in from the human sacrifices.
So, long story short, we know that raw food is the best food for our dogs. We know that raw food is an optimal diet for our dogs. So, We Feed Raw. They deliver raw food to you that is specially formulated for your dog. Okay? You can feed raw food and kibble mix to manage your budget. You can feed 100% raw, but you need to get some raw involved in your dog's diet. You will definitely see a difference. And I hate to say this, but my Doberman Bane, all of his siblings have passed away, unfortunately. R.I.P. All of his siblings have passed away due to a heart condition, right? Whatever. Bane, he's on the raw. His coat, no gray hairs. No gray hairs, dude.
He's silky smooth.
Silky freaking smooth.
Yeah. I pet
Muscles,
him the other day.
muscles, jacked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's
Jacked,
lean.
leaned out, jacked. My vet said he's the number 1 Doberman specimen.
That might be an exaggeration.
right.
But I mean, he is a
Anyway.
good-looking Doberman.
Every
about
time
to
we
set up-
talk about it,
Yeah.
he's an ideal specimen, is what he said.
Right. Right. He
He's
also
the
says that's
number
what his
one.
human doctor says about him.
Well,
Right.
yeah, I
So-
did go to my doctor yesterday.
Yeah.
He said I'm an ideal specimen
Right.
for a
Right.
human.
The
I'm
number
starting
one
to-
human.
Yeah.
Right.
I need
So-
your doctor's number.
And my physical therapist told me that too.
Yeah.
So just so you guys know. But anyway, moving on here. Back to what I was saying. The raw with Bane. So I'm going to be setting up an appointment with the cardiologist to get his heart checked out because of his siblings having the heart problems. My guess is his heart's fine. My guess is because he's got the optimal diet.
Right.
Just saying. That's my belief. But anyway,
probably
go to
right.
We Feed Raw. Set up a meal plan for your dog. Use the discount code Canine Revolution. All caps, no spaces. Try it out a little bit. You can cancel the meal plan at any time.
Pause it.
But you're going to see a difference in your dog. Your dog's going to be more youthful. Your dog's going to be optimal. The coat's going to be better. The teeth are going to be better. I mean, everything's going to be better. The poops are better. The poops are way better.
Poops are nice.
Oh, yeah.
Real nice.
You want nothing better than a good poop.
Good poop. I
If you're
mean, every
human
time,
or-
every day, Rampage, he's squat. I'm like, that's a good poop
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, We Feed Raw. Discount code Canine Revolution. Moving on. We got Canine Super Supplements. You've got your joint support supplement. You've got your puppy formula. You've got your multivitamin. You've got your weight gainer, right? So I had someone text me the other day, hey, my dog's struggling to gain weight. What should I do? Blah, blah, blah. I said, hey, add in a little bit of raw, right? But I also said get that Canine Super Supplements weight gainer.
Little booster.
Get that booster in.
Yeah.
Right? Which basically Canine Super Supplements is powdered raw food, right? With different formulations. So you're getting that benefit to the dog in a powdered format, right? So definitely check that out at the link below. Discount code Canine Revolution, all capitals, no spaces, for 15% off. You will definitely see a difference using that. If you can only get one, get that joint support. Get that joint support, throw it in there, good to go.
Yeah.
Right. All right, next up we got Jocko Fuel. Okay, got a story. So
Ben's favorite part.
yeah, I'm not going to say any names, but I went to my physical therapist. I'm going to him twice a week right now, right, for my knee. So go to my physical therapist, and I see a trash can. And there's 4 C4s in the trash can. I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
Think that's from one person?
It confirmed one person one day.
Whoa!
Yeah. I was like, what's going on here? I'm like, you guys are doctors, right? I'm like, you're drinking poison. I'm going to hook you up, right?
brought
So
him a
the
case.
next time I came, I brought 1 Jocko Fuel, 1 can for that person to try out. They took it. They're like, oh, my God, this is way better. Way better. Where do I get this? So we were talking about it. Boom, they ordered a case right then and there.
Now they have a Jocko fridge.
Everybody else is freaking out. So I'm like, hey, next time I come, I'm bringing a case. You guys can all have it, because there's a bunch of people working there. And then someone was like, do they have like the electrolyte drink? I was like, they got the hydrate. I'll bring you that too. Try it out. So Jocko Fuel taking over.
Everything
right?
you need.
Taking over.
Everything you need.
And it's way better. And they were going through the ingredients, and, they've been the head one there, doctor, right? So they've been through the medical training, and
Still
you know what?
drinking
But
C4.
still drink that C4,
Right? Because you know what? The marketing gets to you.
Yeah.
You go to the gas station, you're like, this is the only choice,
And
right?
it's cheap.
It's cheap,
And you're down.
and
you're,
it's shit,
you're struggling.
right?
You got that Monday blues.
So he's drinking the Jocko. He's like, this is so freaking good.
It is.
He's looking at the ingredients. He's like, this is actually good for you. I was like, that's what I'm telling you, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Also, Danny?
Oh, I know.
Yeah, so Danny, apparently you gave him a Jocko Go. A blue
I did.
raspberry or
Yep.
something. He's
Oh,
like,
well, I was making him work, and actually Kelly did. I was a bad host. Kelly offered him
okay.
a Jocko.
Well, so he got the blue. He's like, this shit's good. This shit's real good. The blue
Like we
raspberry.
ain't been telling him or
I know,
something?
we've been
you know?
telling him.
I
been
mean, you
telling
may
him.
need to give him more because it ain't sticking.
So no. This is the escalation of what happened in the past couple days.
Okay.
He goes home. He's talking to his mother, which his mother marathon runner, right? She runs frickin' marathons.
We're trying to get her to come.
So
come run
she
with
needs
us.
good fuel, right? So he's telling his mother about the Jockos, right? She's also a Canine Revolution supporter, right? So she sees what we say, right? She's hearing what we're saying, right? And so she's like looking at Jocko Fuel, she's checking out the goes. She's like, oh, I might order some. Danny's like, oh, there's a discount code. She's like, oh, there's a discount code. Boom. She orders 4 cases.
Yeah.
4 cases,
That'll-
her and Danny
yeah.
splitting them.
Nice.
Right? So now they're on the train.
That'll get you through a
Now
week.
you're on the freaking
A
train.
week.
Now you're feeling good. And that same day that he was telling me the story, I was like, hey, take this one to your mom. It was a blue ras.
Good.
I was like, take this to your mom. She drank it. That's when she ordered 4 cases.
Yeah.
Danny
that
drank
was
it.
the deal maker right
Danny
there.
drank a pink lemonade. I gave him a
Okay,
pink
okay.
lemonade. But
Pink,
yeah.
Pink mist, good.
So anyway, then I was talking to Danny. I'm like, dude, milk. That's the next step. Get on the milk. You get the protein, which also my physical therapist, we were talking about, diets. And he was like, hey, I struggle to get protein in. I was like, milk.
Chad's like, I got
Milk,
the
dude.
solution for you.
Right.
Chad's all of a sudden turning into the physical therapist.
Yeah.
For his
Right.
I got
physical-
him exercising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got him exercising. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyway, not to go off on a tangent, but anyway, Jocko Fuel has what you need.
I will say there's a new pre-workout flavor.
Oh, really?
Sour grape.
Sour mango.
Oh, shoot.
I got
I'm
the sour
getting
grape.
that
It's
today.
good. And it'll get you where you need to be. You know
I'm
what I'm
getting
saying?
the sour mango today. I've had the blue raspberry, but I'm going to try the new one.
I got the sour grape. It's delicious.
But,
Sour
I'm on the
grape's-
Jocko Fuel fish oil, right? I'm on the fish oil. Definitely makes a difference, right? But they got whatever you need.
They also got a fat burner. I just got it in.
Oh, you just got
I haven't
it?
tried it yet, though.
Well,
But-
let us know.
I'm about to be.
Next podcast, let us know.
Yeah, we'll
You got
let
2
you know.
weeks. Right?
You're going to be sweating even more than you normally are.
Well, Chris is on the fat loss phase right now.
Yeah.
He's eating salads and shit.
Summer's over. What you doing?
Yeah.
I got to lose some weight,
Okay.
Got them love handles are coming.
It's in his head.
Coming a little
It's in
fit.
his head.
Oh, my gosh.
You know
You
what
ever
I'm
seen
saying?
that picture of like the jack dude looking in a mirror And in the mirror, he sees himself as a skinny
Oh, I'm-
dweeb, but he's jacked.
I'm definitely
That's
not the jacked dude.
You're
Definitely
the
not.
jacked dude. You're the jacked
No.
dude. Yeah, 100%. All right, anyway, moving on. Jocko Fuel, we got 10% off discount code Canine Revolution. Check it out. Get the energy drinks and get the milk to start, right? Then go from there based on what you need. If you're taking fish oil, look at the Jocko Fuel fish oil. It's better than the fish oil that you have, guaranteed, right? You need that Cold War. You're going on a cruise. You need to bring that with you. Get that supplement, right? Vitamin D, you need vitamin D. You have to supplement with it. You can't get enough from your diet. So you take the Jocko Fuel vitamin D, you're good to go.
Dude. I mean, come on. If
Confirmed.
anything, get the vitamin D. It's
Right.
it's like a year supply.
It's a year
like
supply
15
for like
bucks or
15
something.
bucks. Yeah.
Come on.
There's no reason not to do it.
Come on now.
No reason not to do it, you know? Anyway, discount code Canine Revolution for Jocko Fuel. Moving on, we've got the Canine Revolution and the Pack Talk Podcast YouTube channels. Check those out. Leave us comments. Let us know what we can do for you guys, okay? And so we're wrapping this up. Just remember, your dog is still a dog no matter what breed it is. Still operates the same way, still has the same needs. But the breed history allows us to understand some of the unique characteristics of your dog and what your dog potentially might need particular attention to that others might not need. Okay, we talked about cart pullers, for example. If we can satisfy that dog's instinctual needs by doing some cart pulling or weight pulling, that dog would love that shit.
Mm-hmm.
We got a Shih Tzu that wants to be in the bosom, right? That dog would love that
Bosom it
shit.
up, baby. Come on now.
Exactly. So just some examples there, all right? But again, thank you guys for your support. Thanks for tuning in. And until next time, this is Pack Talk Podcast. Out.